I'm
Okay,
I'm at a point in my career in life where I get to do 8 hours of back-to-back meetings and then 4 hours of work every day. So
oh,
we're at that
dandy.
stage, right? This is your
Mhm.
30s. This is what it looks like.
Mhm.
Welcome to leadership, Joshua.
Oh,
So
here's
real
somebody's
quick.
coming to get in.
Oh, okay.
Beth is joining us.
I know Jordan had an out of office, but he
You know,
might
Jordan
arrive
said
as
he
well.
might be joining. I saw his email. He said he might be joining us at some point. Beth, welcome aboard. You're being recorded.
Oh,
Hi, Beth.
hi.
Hey, Beth.
Hello, is that Josh?
It was, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Um,
Who is everybody?
we're good.
We're doing well.
Joe,
We're doing fine.
Joe got a
Good.
passport photo today. He's really
Mhm.
excited about it. He looks very young and suave today.
Who did?
I put on a shirt for the first time in about a month.
And we're all very grateful.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's the right thing. All right, sorry. Work emails are down. I'm here. I'm locked in.
I got it.
Um, I want to kind of run us through this really quickly. We've had two new members this last month. I've reached out to each new member for a new member profile. It has been radio silence, but I'll continue to follow up and, fortunes in the follow-up. I'm gonna go through. I did purchase and order business cards for membership promotion to be
Okay.
disseminated at the golf event. They did already make it. Was it Tyler? Is that his name?
Yes.
Tyler has them in hand. So it links to a QR code for membership, and we reviewed those at the board meeting. But I think I'm going to do the same and just print different ones with different copy and try to disseminate them to board members for the same purpose of the one name is all we need. And that way, members have a quick item to hand off, is my thought there. I want to
We're
ask,
going to need those for the in-person CEs as well.
okay,
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Get your $45 back. Sign up.
Do you want them CE specific, like to each event? Because it's like 20 bucks a run. It's nothing. It takes me like 10 minutes to make the
No, I think if
copy.
we just have a generic one that we can distribute, uh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will get that spun up. And then you're leading one of the CEs, Chris, and then Brad's doing the other one, right?
No, Brad and Beth are doing the one this month,
Okay.
which is what we have to talk about on the video support side.
Yep.
And then Beth is doing one in September,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I do the one in November.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. I will work on that today since we have to get that out quickly. Since uh we still have our same admin currently. I'll ask them to resend the drip campaign for One Name Is All We Need campaign. We got
Mhm.
about like 20 leads from it last time. That national
Really?
Really?
was,
Yeah.
yeah, nationals following up and completing the actual contact and putting them in the drip campaign as well as actually making outreach on our behalf. So they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting, which is really nice. And I think that the low lift approach, we had members respond back with names, which was really helpful.
Mhm.
So I think just continuing
Jo-
that effort of yes, ma'am.
well, I was just wondering, is it possible for a list of those individuals who were submitted to at least go out to members of this committee so that if by chance
Yeah,
we know them, we could reach out?
absolutely. I can do that as well.
I'm not wanting to create more work for you, but I just, there's a possibility maybe that we've met one of these people at a meeting somewhere, or I don't know.
Mhm. No, that's a good
Hmm.
idea.
It's a small state. Yes, ma'am. Excellent. I will add that as a process in my SOP, and then I'll also go back and reshare that list here. Um, and then Joe, you shared the passport idea from NAIFA, Florida. I actually met with the NAIFA, Florida president and asked her about it, and she said that she actually hasn't busted the dust off the cobwebs of that project in a while, but she's excited that we're doing it so that she can learn from us. So my plan there is to work in Canva and just get something typed up and printed and see if we can't build a little passport book. But I really love the idea of, as a general overview of the project, and Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but we create a little book where, hey, your first in-person meeting, your first congressional conference, your first day on the Hill, you get a stamp, and once you complete your trip around the world, at our annual meeting, we celebrate you, and you kind of graduate. I think that the idea of a
Cool.
challenge corn or a
Yeah.
pin or something to commemorate, kind of along the lines of Triangle Team, where you get that little bit of
Yeah.
swag to represent your seniority of finishing the passport book. But I'll do structured work to get something built so that we can at least look at that, and then we'll roll that out. And my plan is for next month to at least be able to review the design and then get input on what we want to include and what we don't want to include, what we
Eh,
want to change, what we don't. Um,
I
may-
got a question on some of the bling. When we used to be able to get window clings from NAIFA National, they had the NAIFA
mhm.
logo on it. Do they still have those? 'Cause I think it would be great to send a window cling to any new member as something given, obviously something that associates it with NAIFA. I keep a NAIFA window cling in all my cars.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. And you know what I could do, I think, if you wanted something to give these folks, there's a local chocolatier here in Muncie
Mm-hmm.
that does milk chocolate things in the shape of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to get those and make that
Yeah.
contribution anytime we need them. We use those in Kevin Bell's campaign to give out to all the state, whatever they were, presidents or something. I don't know.
Jeremy's coming. Here we go. Jeremy's joining the meeting. Hi, Jeremy.
Oh, I don't have sorry, I thought I was, am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I am. Okay.
You are. You
Okay,
got our
cool.
agenda.
Thank you. Sorry.
Hi, Jeremy.
Uh,
We're down to doing membership and passports and things like that.
That's okay. I apologize.
um,
For coming or for coming late.
Uh, for, for being late, I was
Okay.
coming back from Lafayette in a hurry. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
um, do you
I
want to
just wondered
run?
on the window clinks, does NAIFA still sell those? Does NAIFA National still have them? Because we used to get them in rolls from NAIFA National.
I'll shoot Nicole a text and see what they're still doing. But I know that I got mine when I first signed up, but that
Mm-hmm.
was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you want to run through the sales tip schedule for us, Chris?
Yeah. Beth has already done a really good sales tip. It was for coming up the annual enrollment for Medicare, giving tips not only to Medicare people but to advisors who don't normally do Medicare and what they should do during the enrollment period. And we also did a couple of very good promos for the upcoming CEs. So we got one that's part of the sales tip that's that's the promo for the CE this month, and then she did a separate one talking about how she developed her ethics course for the one next month. So we're going to continue to blast things out there. And she was very good to point out it's $45 if you're not a member, but if you pay your money and you join before or during the meeting, you get your money back. So we can use these as membership meetings. September, since September is Life Insurance Awareness Month, I thought we could do a promo do a sales tip on how to leverage the tools from National on Life Insurance Awareness Month. And I contacted National, and literally as the meeting was starting, I saw that I got a response email from National on that. So I'll see if I get somebody or if they have something we can just run as a sales tip, or I can interview somebody to talk about how to leverage the Life Insurance Awareness Month sales tips. And for October, I want to do the same thing for Long-Term Care Awareness Month because that'll be in November. And hopefully I'll be able to get Carol Golden to go on with me because she knows what's going on with Long-Term Care Insurance Awareness Month. I keep trying to convince her to come to the CSA conference. I don't know if she will because I'm going to be there at the end of the month. And then November, we got the one banked. Jordan's had his sales tip banked for about 6 months now because it was a long-term care sales tip. So we
We're
banked it
ready
for
to
long-term
go.
care awareness month. So we're cranking right along on these, but I'm also going to do a campaign to try to get more people into the in-person CEs, do more promotion on them. So we get them to the CEs and explain if they show up, or even if they're not at the CE, or even if they're remote and they join NAIFA after they paid their money, they get their money back. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, which only one outfit took me up on it. Any office that has a watch party for a long-term care CE where at least 6 people attend, I will pay for the pizza. Just send me the bill and a photo of the watch party so we can post it to our social media, and I'll write you a check for the the, the bill for the pizza.
Okay. How are we gonna how are we gonna let some people know that? Because my thought about this is, Chris, this would be a great way for members from locals who never see each other anymore to get together.
I'm going to run a campaign on that. I'm going to do a promo on it. We're going to send out emails. I'm actually going to try to get people to endorse the CE, people that are respectable. I might be able to get
Okay.
Harley Gordon to endorse it, but we'll run a whole campaign on it. I had one Northwestern Mutual office do it in northern Indiana. It had like 8 people show up. So, and I always ask Matt Carruthers for his office to do it, and he sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. But I'm going to send emails out system wide, challenging people to do that. If you get at least 6 people to come to your watch party, I will buy the pizza.
Well, that's
So,
very generous of you. It doesn't seem fair, but
hey, I'll do anything for an audience. I'll work for somebody else's food. So heaven only knows I spent a whole day for a long-term care CE when 3 people showed up, so I could buy that. A few pizzas is a cheap thing.
are you is yours going to be only Zoom or is it in person
No, it
too?
is in person. Dave Keeker gave me the Northwestern Mutual classroom
Okay.
in Indianapolis. That's a big classroom. Now I have to go and literally I have to go beg people at his office. He's like, it's just downstairs. Come downstairs. Some of them will come downstairs. Most of them will still sit in their office and watch it rather than come downstairs. So maybe
Okay.
pizza will be an enticement for them.
Chris, is that the office that's right next door to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that brings up the next piece of needing video support for the in-person and online CEs, which we currently don't have contracted, correct, Chris?
Yeah. Well, we've been doing it. Joe and I have been doing it, but this time for August, and I've warned Sandy about this. You have to give me notice so I can plan for this, and she never does. The assumption I'm going to be there in August for the August CE. I won't be here. I'm leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to Baltimore for the CSA conference. So Joe, who has learned how to use the equipment, I'm going to have to refresh on it.
You're gonna have to refresh me on it. Not
Yeah, and we have to rent it from Vietnam Veterans of America who bought the equipment from Andy, and it's going to cost $100 to rent it each time. Now that
So
is in our communications committee budget.
Mm-hmm.
so the August one we shouldn't need. So we're doing it at the New York Life office and
All
stuff.
right.
So I was going to hook into our tech side there
Oh, that's good.
because
If
we
you can
have,
do that, that would be perfect because
Uh,
I can do the September one.
yep,
Uh,
we have a
but
basically I already hooked my computer in. So I know if it'll work for mine, it'll work for like Sandy's and stuff. So either whether it's on Sandy's computer signed into the normal one for NAIFA, or if I have to sign in and on mine on the network and stuff, we can use our video. We have a tracking camera and everything.
okay, good.
Um, and we have an overflow room to monitor that even. So,
That's good. Then that problem is solved.
yep.
That
Uh,
is.
then in September we'll rent the equipment from Vietnam Veterans of America. And I know how to use it, and I'll do that one. I just need somebody there to sit next to me and monitor because
I
somebody's going
can
to
do
have to
that.
monitor. Somebody's going to have to monitor the internet feed because some things go wrong. It may sound great. It's going great in the classroom and nobody can hear anything out around the world. So
Chris,
somebody's
the September one is going to be held at Mass Mutual's training
you're
room.
right.
So, and I'll be there so I can go ahead and monitor with you.
Yeah, because Joe sits there with just listens to his cell phone, puts his earphones in for his cell phone, and can make sure we're actually broadcasting. Because we've had little things like I forgot to turn on the mic so there's no sound coming out. Little things like that.
Okay,
And Joe and in for the November one, Joe, you're going to have to run the equipment because it's the Northwestern Mutual conference room, but we don't have the cool video equipment.
So there will be a switch. So August will be the last month for the normal NAIFA Zoom, and then the intent in talking to Nate is we will go onto the national Zoom platform too.
Okay, we'll
And
just have to know how that works.
my understanding it's the bee's knees full scale Zoom, so it
Okay,
has all the extra bells and whistles.
Nice.
Wow.
okay, but we'll still have to
so
know how to use it.
I have a question.
Uh,
Who will have the ethics video program PowerPoint on their computer, or do I need to bring that? Or
For the ethics, you'll need to send it to me so I can have it on my computer. Now you'll have to have one on your computer, and I have to have it on my computer because I
okay,
transmit it from my computer, but then you show it in the classroom on your computer.
okay, all right,
So part of it, it's we're not certain all the computers that are going to be involved. So Nate Lehman is going to be the new the association manager, and so he will have his additional computer too. But we also have the NAIFA bought computer, so we'll have extra computers, Beth.
Okay, it's just that we have to have a computer to broadcast
Yep.
the Zoom, and then another computer to show to the classroom.
But
So
as far as the PowerPoint and stuff like that, once we get Nate fully in the conversation, he will probably have you send it. I actually just sent the one that came out of National. That's the event marketing form for we just fill it out, send it to them. They create all the links and registration and everything else for us.
That's good. It's just
so
so
again,
Jeremy, should I send my ethics outline to you to send to him?
Not yet. Wait till September 1st.
Okay,
okay.
Thanks.
okay, somebody will have to remind me. Okay, thanks.
And we'll have it's up come September 1st, we'll find out what all the requirements are, how everything
Okay,
operates. Because it's one thing to say, yeah, it's going to work. It's another thing to say how it works.
So moving forward to item 4, promotional support for the CEs, in conjunction with making the business cards to hand out as well for membership promotion, and social media posts. How else do we want to promote the
Well,
CEs?
we've already talked about that in Beth's sales tip. She's promoting
Hmm.
the upcoming CE. She's also done a separate promo for the ethics CE that will run separately. And I'll be doing promos for the long-term care insurance. Yeah, I'm planning a whole campaign for that.
Okay, sweet. All right. What's
So
left?
Hopefully we'll be doing video from the CSA conference like we did last year, and we'll send a video. I say, hey, here I'm at the CSA conference learning about long-term care, so I can share this information with you in 2 months.
Okay, that was so my deliverables to the group are the business cards created, and I'll have them sent out so that we have them in place, and then I'll work on the graphic design for the passport books, and then next month at our meeting we'll review as a team and discuss and strategize for the rollout.
Yeah, the one thing I'd like to get throw out again is, I'd like to get more sizzle on the CE or on the
Hmm.
emails we send and the SMS messages we send out for the sales tips. Now we did better this time. We got
Hmm.
69 hits uh, um, on the sales tip, and I'd like to get more. It's just anybody get some ideas on how to graphically portray? Because I mean, you threw a lot of verbiage, and we did get more hits after we added that verbiage in.
No, but I agree with your commentary that either a photo capturing or a good hook
Uh-huh.
would be better
And,
than
and, and
lots of
Beth,
words.
and Beth has promised me her headshot, which has not
Oh
arrived yet.
yeah, Chris, I forgot that. Okay, I'm making a note right now. And
You,
I love it because I was so much younger.
yeah,
I didn't have
that's
nearly as many wrinkles. Oh, it was grand. And not I don't even think I had any gray hair then.
well, that's great. You know, and I just posted something to my LinkedIn about me speaking at the CSA conference, and the photo of me. I look so much younger than the guys next to me because my photo was taken about 10 years ago. So, and people have asked me, they asked me, are you going to get a new photo? I said, no.
I think I'll look for a college graduation photo.
There you can do that. Hey, look, you should. One of our members who isn't here, Andrea Harbin, if you go to her website, she must have had that photo taken when she first started. This is like she's 20 something. So that's
I'm
fine.
sorry, Chris. I made a note. I will try to get that to you tomorrow. Oh geez.
Yeah,
It's the
because
one, I'll tell you what. If you want to ask, is Sandy still working? I don't know. Guys,
yeah,
tell
she
me.
is. She responded. She said, "Get me the sizzle," because she knows we want more sizzle on the email and SMS.
Okay.
And she said, "Give me the sizzle this week because we're sending it out Tuesday."
Okay, because she might have the photo I would send you because it's the one from the Peckham-Paul Award that I had for that.
Okay, well, send me that, and if, between the two, but the bunch of us will come up with something.
Okay. All right. I will. I made a note. Sorry.
Okay.
So to add to some of this stuff, so National will start engaging probably you, Josh, and Chris both. The technically with them not taking over till September 1st, because of how much Chris has already done for National, they may open the communications a little bit sooner. It kind of sounded. They're obviously trying to work through a limited timeline, but you'll start getting stuff also through the membership side, Josh.
Mhm.
As a heads up, today technically a letter is going out, an email, excuse me, to the membership, stating we're basically thanking Mary, Sandy, and Sherman for their service, and then inviting them to a quick celebration at the annual meeting, and then introducing Nate to the membership as well.
Okay.
So just
Okay,
want
so we're going to recognize Sandy and Mary at the annual meeting.
Yes.
Good.
after
Good.
the annual meeting. Um,
Okay.
So in working with Sandy and Mary, my thought was let's start the annual meeting with it and stuff. But because of schedules for them, um, and honestly, so that even if they are able to come, that spouses and stuff like that are able to, we needed to do it after 5 or even 5:30.
And
Okay.
then is the Peckham-Paul dinner that night? I'm
It is. We're smushing stuff together to say the least, Beth.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
So we're consolidating. We're actually shortening the annual meeting quite a bit too, because based on advice from Nate, our annual meeting could be a little bit more efficient.
Okay.
So the intent is to have the annual meeting conclude around 4:30 to 5, and then at 5:30 celebrate them. 6 o'clock being the Peck and Paul banquet starting.
Okay. Cool.
Does Joe have to wear a shirt?
Does
Hey, Joe, a suit would be nice. A suit.
I will be there with a suit.
What, Jeremy, what you missed is when Joe came into the meeting, he said this is the first time in about a month he's worn a shirt.
hey, you can't blame the guy. I mean, at least he's inside. I mean, I remember a couple meetings that he was outside and the palm trees were
Oh
blowing.
yeah, he was out there saying it's really nice down here.
Yeah. By the
Well,
way,
I'm envious. I'm
tomorrow
envious.
I'm-
Going without a shirt has never been an option.
That's true.
I am
Well,
flying to California tomorrow.
Well, it is an option in France, I can tell you that.
Well, it was an option in Spain when I was there, but Josh, I bet you're wanting to get off this call, aren't you?
I'm having a great time.
I tell you, the communications committee meetings are more fun than any meeting you ever go to. Yeah, it's almost as good as my Kiwanis meetings where everybody says this. It should be illegal to have this much fun at 7 o'clock in the morning. So
I know, Jeremy, I just wanted to call back because I know you said the email's going out today. You said in the board meeting that you might expect a 25% drop in membership following the changes.
Yep.
How can we as communications help support that messaging today and ongoing? Or should we, how do you expect us to best handle that transition?
I really it's fielding the calls as they come in.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I will tell you that we have lost a handful of teams and sponsorships because of word of mouth from the golf outing alone already. So I mean, we've lost probably conservatively $2,000 in golf outing quickly. So
And
go ahead, Beth.
well, okay, I'm behind the times here. So we're anticipating losing membership because National's now going to do our administration. Is that what you're saying?
I am. Um, I'm anticipating for two reasons. One, because I think we have a portion of the membership that was holding on and not reviewing and have just been paying the membership and staying the member for the time being. And when they look at it and go, oh, there's a change. Okay, this is my opportunity to end my membership. Um,
Oh,
and so I think there is going to be, a handful of those people because we're already getting some kickback of, what am I getting for my membership? The price, National keeps raising the price. What am I getting for my membership?
yeah.
That's something the board's addressed in my whole time of, since 16. Um, and I also feel there's going to be, my guess between everything happening, we're going to see about a third of the membership probably disappear would be, I think, a quarter to a third, um, because they're losing the connection with Sandy and Mary, and the way the process played out has has left a lot of bad tastes in a lot of people's mouths, to put it simply.
well, I think
Oh
whereas it
boy.
was a communications and membership committee, then we need to just when somebody drops the membership, we call them.
Yeah.
What are you what are you getting? What are you getting for your money? No DOL fiduciary rule for one thing. No requirement to be a W-2 employee of an insurance company. No loss of your freedom. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, it is a variety of things. So, I mean, I know National's doing a huge push for Medicare, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Beth, how much is our commissions getting slashed year after year? And so it's those little things. I know Judy, Judy Schroon or whatever, she's on the government relations too. And that's a huge part of her business. And so I mean, she didn't even realize that National was taking a stand a year ago on it. And she, I talked her off the ledge of canceling her membership
Mm-hmm.
kind of because she thought that, what's NAIFA even doing for me when they actually were even doing stuff.
Hmm.
So
I, I will throw out this offering. If at some point in time we want to do, oh, are you there? Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, for some reason my screen changed. I don't know what I did. Who the hell knows? But you can hear me, right?
right.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. If at some point in time I'm thinking maybe we should start a campaign of brief videos about the value and more importantly, the importance of NAIFA membership.
Yeah, I
I would
agree.
be happy to do one of those. When
Yeah.
I've done CE course presentations around the state in the past years, I always do this at the start of the meeting. And my biggest thought is that my NAIFA membership is my career insurance. And for goodness sake, we're all in the insurance business. We
Mm-hmm.
know how important insurance is. Well, this is my career insurance.
yeah,
This keeps me in business. So
and
I'd be happy to do one of those.
I think Nate will bring a lot of good ideas, energy, and resources that National has been using and what Ohio is using and what Cincinnati is using because they're both managed by him as well. And
Okay,
he's a
great.
Westfield guy or Carmel guy. He's local, so he understands it. So I think he'll be able to bring that. I think it's just I got a call from a long-term member that caught wind of it and pretty well said, I figured out quickly, in NAIF I always thought who I can trust and who I would recommend people. And through NAIF I figured out what NAIFA members I do not want to work with or who I would refer clients away from. And I thought that by itself was a pretty remarkable statement.
Yeah. But when you talk about
Yeah.
getting the executive director or whatever we call him from that's more tied into national, because national has had a lot of membership stuff available, but they do a terrible job of communicating it to us. We never know what it is.
Yep.
And they're not the only one. Northwestern Mutual has all these promotional tools. Nobody knows where they are because they got so many of them. We don't know how to use them. And if we can tie into knife, like how many of you are using Life Happens?
Not a
I mean,
lot.
not many. Most of them don't know we even have it available. That's why I want to do
Yeah.
promos for Life Insurance Awareness Month. This is your sales tip. Use the stuff that's available to you.
I apologize, guys. I have to jump for another meeting, but I
That's
will follow up with the meeting notes and the deliverables.
yeah.
Thank you,
And
everyone.
again, this is being recorded, and we'll put it up on the.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh. That was a great meeting.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, guys.
And this
Take
will be
care.
up on our YouTube channel.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.